Hello, my name is Hope, and I watched the first season of Mako Mermaids. Mako Mermaids. Mako. Recently I rewatched H2O Add Water. Made a whole video about season 3, you should check it out, it's pretty good. And after I finished it, I noticed that Mako Mermaids is also on Netflix. Apparently I hate myself, so I watched the first season. I'm saying this now, I'm not gonna watch the 4 seasons. I can't. I mean, it also depends how this video will do, but I can't. Well, the first big difference that I've noticed between H2O and Mako Mermaids is that it feels very Disney, and not in a good way. From the acting to how they handled everyone's storyline. Like if they took any inspiration from any H2O season, it was definitely season 3. Definitely. Although I do like the premise of the show. Pre-born mermaids get exiled and their punishment is legs. Then there is, who I'm guessing the main character, Zach, who becomes a merman. Nixie, Serena and Lila got exiled from their pod because somehow they're at fault for some teenage boy finding the moon pool and becoming a merman. But let me tell you my shock when I saw there are like thousands of mermaids and the moon pool just doesn't look like the moon pool anymore. That ain't my pool. They enter through a stone that it's revealed on the full moon. I mean, no, the door is revealed on the full moon. The stone is always there. What happened? Where did all this magic come from? Where did all these mermaids come from? But when they were falling down the cave, what happened with that side of the Mako? I understand this is after Ricky, Cleo and Bella saved the world from ending, but I don't know, maybe they shouldn't have. They did all of that just for this guy to show up, become a merman. Oh, God, I hate that word. And the first thing he does is tell someone. The first thing. Literally the first thing.
You've got a tail.
I told you something happened.
He is exactly what I imagined a man becoming a merman would be like. He manipulates, he gaslights, he lies. For what? To become powerful? Not even that, he's just that awful. The new mermaids also share similar personalities with their predecessors. Nixie is similar to Emma. Serena, maybe less than the others. In some way, she's similar to Cleo. And Lila is very similar to Ricky. In episode 3, we meet Rita, also an exiled mermaid. Or maybe she chose to live for the love of her life. Either way, she out. It was a fun moment finding out she's also a mermaid.
Nice tail.
But the dangers of Rita finding out never really worried me. Could be because this kind of situations always have a way of working out. I was just waiting for the moment of reconciliation. In episode 4 we see another side of Lila, which apparently got a lot of people to dislike her. And if I'm being honest, I do find myself liking her more than the others. She's up there with Rita for me. We also learned that they can turn invisible.
Get me out of here.
I think I also forgot to mention that each girl has every power. So no more diversity, no more uniqueness, just, I don't know, equality? Also, don't mind me being dramatic, it's like half my personality. If the superpowers in H2O season 3 jump to another level, the superpowers in this show are to infinity and beyond. As I was saying, we learned that they can turn invisible, and for some reason, that doesn't make their lives easier. As if that's realistic, from a show about mermaids. On Disney Channel. Zach's girlfriend, Evie, is obviously pretty insecure because her boyfriend keeps disappearing. She doesn't understand what suddenly changed, and obviously her first thought is, well, these 3 girls appeared and, well, they ruined my life. Not that her boyfriend sucks. Serena sings. quite like a siren. Oh, there are a lot of filler episodes. That's fun time for people who don't speak bingeable TV. In episode 7, the girls finally find out about Zach being a merman. Do I have to say it every time?
Have a good party, loser.
But they find out through a fight Zach has with the least interesting character in the whole show, Cam. His best friend, who pushes him into the pool. Did I mention there was a pool party? Other people were there, and he knew his secret. Can't really declare myself an Evie hater.
How's the full moon?
There you are. What's going on?
Nothing, just chatting.
We were just thanking Zach for the party, that's all. We're going now.
I think she has every right not to trust them, but at the same time she reminds me of Charlotte, and that's not a good comparison. The girls now start trying to win Zach's trust, just so they can kill him. Honestly, I'm not that far off. I mean, what's a man without his myrrh? I swear I can make better jokes. I was really curious to see how he'll be affected by the full moon spell. It felt a little nostalgic. And it seems like the four of them are forming a very nice friendship, also known as an elaborate hoax. There's also this weird build-up between Zach and Lila's friendship. Zach's girlfriend still exists, by the way. Yes, she does. Where they're making the viewer think that something is going to happen between them. Lila clearly has feelings for him, and he just goes with it. Nothing happened between them, but if I say they had more chemistry than Zach and Evie, then what? They did. We see the real reason why they fear Zach. It's a trident, which would make him too powerful. I think episode 11 has one of my favorite side plots from a writing point of view. The juxtaposition, big word am I right, between Nixie and the little boy made me really sympathize with her character.
I have a lot of family and friends in the waters of the South Pacific.
What do you mean, in the waters?
Well, they moved there. Anyway, when you reach the reef, I want you to throw this bottle overboard.
It was the first time I saw her as more than just one of the three girls, because I didn't really pay attention to her up until here. In episode 13, the girls are exposed to Zach. It was quite a thrilling moment. It's the episode that defines the season and how it will continue for the latter half of the season, because there are still another 13 episodes. Evie and Zach break up for a few seconds in this episode. Oh my god, stop cheering! I was talking to my brain. It's gloating. And from this episode on, Zach becomes so annoying. Him and his little anger issues friend blackmail Rita. Zach is on the verge of being expelled or something like that, and they're in Rita's office where he tries to control a glass of water that was on the desk to fall onto Rita, and she doesn't do anything about it. Does she have powers? Don't think I've seen her use them. In episode 15, the girls literally show Zach what to do, step by step. And all they did in that episode is hurt their friend, Serena.
You think this is what friends do? We didn't want to do that. You just weren't listening to us about David.
It's a good round episode, this one. It's one of the better ones this season. Just wanted to show you this moment from episode 16. Didn't you feel instantly better? Just me? I don't think I've watched a TV show where the main character, the protagonist, has annoyed me this much. And I went through 6 seasons of The Vampire Diaries. So in episode 18, Zach gets his hands on the trident. The moment that it was built up so much, the girls have no excuse. That was just plain dumb. The way of stopping the boys from going into the cave. And right after that, in episode 19, if people didn't find Evie annoying, they definitely will after this episode. She is there just to bring trouble to the girls and be lied to by her boyfriend. I really don't see the point of her character. With her there and without her there, it's the same thing. Up until here, her storyline was boring and bland. We also start seeing how Cam pushes Zach to be the worst person ever.
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. Do you, Cam?
But it's fine because they're best friends, right? God, I don't understand man friendships. In episode 21, Serena is put to choose between going back to the pods or continue what she started with the girls. And of course she chose to go back to the pods. Wait, what? She didn't? I guess she stays. This whole season would be already over if the girls chose to tell Zach the whole truth from the start. Because they're gonna do it anyway. Don't see why not end this thing early. I was waiting for the episode where they'll try to make Zach likable again. And it starts with episode 25. Yeah, it took them 25 episodes. He is in another one of fight with Lila over the trident and he tries to kill her. Fine, not with that didn't, but wouldn't that have been fun? If the writers were cool, but they aren't, so... He actually just becomes a heroic character again. That was his waking point. And the little angry issues man still tries to convince Zach into using the trident. I really expected more of this power the trident holds, but it's basically a main try to erase us, so we locked it away. Towards the end, in episode 25, Evie learns the truth about Zach. Because of the little man with anger issues, of course. But one thing that I was really upset about is that the power of the full moon spell affected him for like 2 episodes and then that was it. It doesn't work like that. Who are you? What kind of magician are you? Upset. That's all I'm gonna say. I am upset. And now the final episode. Oh yeah, I'm cheering. They went for a plot twist, and the plot twist is that Cam's actually an evil genius who worked Zach behind his back. This answers so many questions about his anger issues, about why he exists in this TV show, about his failed romance with Nixie, but I also think that's because the actress is leaving at the end of the season, so I don't think they could have continued it, even if they wanted to. He just doesn't have that villainous feeling. Am I supposed to see him as a threat? He becomes the villain in the last episode. Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen. Ooh, will he get a tail? Will he not? And that was it. He didn't get his tail, and the girls and Zach destroyed the trident forever. I know that from now on some cast members don't return, so I have no urge to continue it. Is it the worst thing I've ever watched? No. I just didn't really connect with the characters. Like more than half were annoying and the other half isn't going to be in the next season. I liked the storyline, the acting didn't bother me, and because we're on the topic of acting, this is my award. We'll call it Homie. And the nominees are Ivy Latimer, who played Nixie, and Lucy Frey, who played Lila. And the homie goes to... Ivy Latimer, who played Nixie. I do genuinely think she was the best actress on the show. Lucy Frey is a very close second. Honestly, I wouldn't have watched it if it were to be that bad. It had some good jokes, and overall I was intrigued by the story. But if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And until my next video, see ya!